First of all, you have been in this situation, the Brady thing, the being replaced thing, and you, it's tough. When you guys, it'd be one thing if you didn't have a stellar career. You were a great high school player. You were a great college player. You're a great NFL player. Who's this young guy? Psychologically, what's Tony going through?
It's the absolute definition of bittersweet. Because as a teammate, you're really happy for your team. And that's genuine. I was genuinely happy for my teammates in New England when we were winning and went on to win the Super Bowl that year. But at the same time, man, it breaks your heart. You put all this blood, sweat, and tears into a career, and you've kind of been the guy for a long time, and it breaks your heart to know that your team is going out and having success without you, and you're just, it's kind of a helpless feeling being on the sidelines. You want to contribute, but you're used to being the guy in the middle of the action, and now you're not.
Drew, when you went to practice, when you were in the locker room, did you feel like a part of the team then?
I did. It's different, but you're still a leader. I was still the captain on that team, and I was still a leader of the team. And what Tony is doing, and I know people are arguing the merits of whether he should have just answered questions rather than make a statement. But the statement that he made was the right one. As a leader, you're supporting your team because you can be really divisive. You see it everywhere. It takes an entire team to have a positive culture, but it only takes one guy to tear the culture of the entire team down. And if Tony decided to be divisive, he could tear that whole thing down and make it a problem, but he hasn't done that. But no, you go to it, and one thing that I did send Tony a text earlier to say, make sure you're enjoying this thing, man, because when you get to be my age, you miss it. Even, just showing up and running scout team and being around the guys, you'll miss it. And in spite of the fact that it's a difficult situation, you got to try and enjoy it.
Do you think it'll be tougher in the second half than the first half, maybe for Romo, because now the games mean more?
Well, I think it's tougher because he's healthy. When I was hurt and I was standing on the sidelines, you're hurt. You can't. There's no chance to play. But once you're healthy and you start to feel good, and now you're in the second half of the season, you haven't been hit all year, so you start to feel really good. And that's when it's hard. It's like, okay, now physically I'm ready to play, mentally I'm ready to play. Here comes game day, and there goes the other guy.